What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today the Winnipeg Jets take on the St. Louis Blues, currently only 1 point separating them in the standings in this early season. 11 games in for the Jets, 10 for the Blues. Jordan Binnington starting the game for the Blues, so there's always that chance that he can freak out. And in the first period, something that has not been working for the Jets has been the power play, but Mark Scheifele says, you know what? I'm going to change that. Buries it. 5th of the year. Beautiful pass from Kyle Connor. Alex Iafallo picking up an assist as well. And it's 1-0 Winnipeg. Moving on later into the game. Jets have all the momentum now. Neil Pionk. Yuck. Look at this shot. Gorgeous. Perfect shot. Howitzer, whatever you want to call it, it's gorgeous, and it puts the Jets up 2-0. But not for long. We didn't even get out of the period. There was less than 4 minutes left when Pionk scored, and Robert Thomas, 40 seconds later, buries his 5th of the year. And just like that, it's a 2-1 hockey game. I'm not saying that Hellebuyck had like a shaky, start or anything like that, but he just didn't look big in the net. I don't know. He looked a little freaky. I don't know. He was kind of all over the place. St. Louis had 12 shots on net. They did score once, but it did feel today like the defense bailed him out a little bit, and that's not something that usually happens. That's very opposite day here in Jets land. But you know what? 2-1 lead going into the second. You will absolutely take that. In the second, the Jets were like, you know what? We got to keep this momentum going. They get a power play, and we go 2 for 2. Kyle Connor buries his 7th of the season on the power play from Josh Morrissey and Alex Iafallo. So, gotta love that. I've been highly critical of Mark Scheifele and Kyle Connor. I've been saying, they're playing okay, but, these are your stars. You want them to probably produce even more than they're already doing, right? And in this game, they absolutely did that. I think that this is one of their better games. They only got hemmed in their zone, really, on a prolonged hem maybe once. So, that's improvement at least. It's probably going to happen pretty much every game when you have Connor and Scheifele playing together. They're two of the worst defensive players in the league, and, that's what it is, I guess. But Iafallo, pretty decent defensive guy. Maybe that line's able to figure it out down the stretch here, but they played very well today. 3-1 Jets early on in the second, and you know what? The Jets kind of just dominated that period. I'm not going to lie. 17 shots on goal opposed to St. Louis's 6. St. Louis did have some chances, and some chances that they definitely blew. Didn't even get a shot on net. Some just missed wide. And, it could have been a totally different game. Hellebuyck didn't look super comfortable tonight. I don't know what was up with him. Hasn't been, lights out like we're used to early on this season. But again, the Jets head into the third period up 3-1. So again, 1 goal against, not the end of the world. Now the Jets up 2 goals, up 3-1. They've missed a lot of chances this year. Are they able to put the dagger in? And they are. It's Kyle Connor's 2nd of the game on a weird little runaround thing that Binnington did here. I don't know what he was doing, but turned it over, some confusion behind the net, ends up on Connor's stick. He scores his 2nd of the game, 8th on the season already for him. And that would pretty much be it. Braden Shen would score in the middle of the frame, and then Cole Perfetti near the end of the game would put home the empty netter, getting his 2nd of the year. And the Jets are going to walk away with a 5-2 win against the St. Louis Blues. Love getting up on the divisional opponents early. I love winning those early on games, easy to steal points at the beginning of the year, harder down the line, so I love winning in division games early on. Now, what stood out to me this game? It was the first line. I thought they had one of their better games this year. Connor obviously scoring twice. The power play came alive. Mark Scheifele looked pretty good tonight. Alex Iafallo had 4 assists. You love to see that. That is awesome. What a surprise he's been this year. I really didn't expect him to be this impactful, so I'm really liking Alex Iafallo. And hey, Alex, congratulations on the big ol' Shining Star Award for tonight. I know he's going to go home. He's going to tell his family, hey, just won this big, prestigious award. I know they're all going to be very proud of you. So congratulations, Alex. You definitely earned it tonight. One thing I want to touch on, I've already kind of talked about it throughout this video, is Connor Hellebuyck. What's going on with him? He just hasn't found his groove yet this season. I know a lot of people are kind of freaking out about it. The Blues really didn't have a ton of shots on goal tonight. They only had 22. He just looked shaky. He didn't look on his game, didn't look sharp, but I'm really not worried, guys. We've seen this before with Connor Hellebuyck, at times not looking the greatest. Of course, it hasn't gone on, for a prolonged period of time, and I don't expect it to. I think that we'll get our, the Helly that we know and love very soon. I don't think that that's going to be an issue, but if we get, this Helly to start the season and we get insane Vezina level Helly to end the year, I'm more than happy with that. I think that's fine. The Jets are finding ways to win, and I don't think he's playing bad by any means. I just think that you know, he's got to tighten up the game a little bit, and I think that will come. We know what he's made of. He's stolen so many games for the Jets in their, you know, history since being here, so I'm not too worried about Connor Hellebuyck, and I don't think that there's reason for much panic here about that. Now, I know the Blues aren't like a super good team or anything like that, but I was happy to see the power play come alive today. God, they have been needing that so bad. Because that's been a big reason why they haven't been able to close games out, big reason why they haven't been able to take advantage and take leads in games, and today they were definitely able to do that. I've mentioned that in other videos, how this absolutely needs to happen, and tonight it happened. So I love it, good for the Jets, and I hope that ball continues rolling. Their next game, they will take on the Nashville Predators, and again, you know, another team that's not very good, but a team that is in their division, probably want to stock up some points just in case they do go on a run or something, right? With UC Soros, he's very good, anything can happen, so I would like to see the Jets come away with a win there on the 9th, and I don't see a reason why they can't. Just got to play clean, got to tighten a few things up, and if they play the way they did against St. Louis, I don't think they'll really have an issue against Nashville. But with that said, guys, I am going to hop on out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, leave a comment down below. What did you think about this game? Were you happy with it? How did you feel about Hellebuyck? How did you feel about the power play coming alive? How are we feeling, Jets fans? I want to know all about it in the comments down below. Say whatever you want. But again, if you are new, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.